Chat, we locked in with it, man. We locked in, chat. Let's get everybody in. Literally just hopped on. People already trying to add me. What's good, chat? Shout out to everybody pulling up. Let's tap in, man. All of us are in the midst of this game called life, man. We're playing this game called life, man. And if you're one of the ones that have realized that you're actually in the game, now you can win it, right? There's a lot of people in this reality who haven't come to that understanding yet, right? Um, but we here, chat. We here, man. Tap in, man. NPCs have no chance against control players, guys. I need you to understand why it is so important that you tap into your control player status. Now, what is control player status, chat? Let's talk about it. There's three types of souls in this reality. I mean, there's three types of beings in this reality. When it all boils down, you have the control player, you have the hijack player, and you have the NPC. Where do you fall? Are you a control player or are you still in hijack mode? Right? Tap in. So, guys, it's very important that you understand when you tap into control player status, NPCs do not stand a chance. Yo, literally, just by understanding program and communication, you can have everybody in your household or everybody who you are in contact with operating and moving at the right pace. All right. You have to understand, bro. You have to understand, man. You have to understand. All right. Hold on, chat. Right? You got to understand that, man. So let's tap in on that, yo. Yo, how many of y'all in here have been actively controlling, actively walking in control player status, right? How do you get into control player status? First, you have to tap in with your consciousness. How many souls in here is taking control over their lives and moving through this matrix? Now, a lot of you have been through the Chosen One Olympics. A lot of you have been through a lot of things, chat, and you're now starting to take control over your life. And let's talk about this, right? So, if you found this live for the first time, it is not by chance. You found this live because you are attuned to the frequency, chat. And this is why you are able to tap in. This information is not popping up for everybody. All right. So, let's look at the three types of people in this matrix, right? Let's look at this. Let's see. Let's get Brittany in here. Let's get Brittany in here, guys. 111's in the chat, man. If you've been taking over your matrix. 111's in the chat if you've been taking over your matrix. Let's get Brittany in here and let's talk about this. Let me find it in my notes. Mm-mm-mm. Man, we got so much information tapped in, chat. It's insane. But let's get into it. So yeah, hey, all this week, chat, in the morning, I'm gonna be getting on at like 8. All right, because it's spring break. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna be up here at like 8 instead of 6:30. But next week we back to the 6:30 when everything rolling. All right. Man, I got so much stuff to go over with y'all, man. We talk about walk-ins, different types of consciousness. Let's see. Types of consciousness in the matrix. How to handle agents, types of agents, psychology of the agent. Hold on, chat. I'm almost there. Narrative programming. All right, let's go. Synthetic consciousness, ratio breakdown. Three types of people in this reality, man. All right, three types of people. Yo, bro, it's sad, man. It's sad that I gotta look up and it's always the same goofies in the chat doing the same shit. This shit's sad. Hey, yo, I know a lot of y'all really them lame ass niggas that everybody be laughing at, but y'all think y'all popular in school and shit. All right, come on, let's go. Got you. Let's go all the way in. There are three main types of beings in this reality, and once you see them for what they are, the whole matrix starts making sense. Let's tap in, chat. Now we're talking about the three types of people in this matrix. You have to understand. Now, a lot of you have been coming here. We are going to go over the basics. For my new people, just kind of ride along with us. You will catch up. We are living in a matrix. Before we start this, 111's in the chat. If you understand that you are in the matrix, yo, if this is not to your liking, you don't have to be here. All right. If you think what I'm doing is stupid, go find some shit that's cool. Right. You the type of nigga that just be dealing with a bitch you don't like because you listening to some shit that don't make sense to you. You the type of motherfucker to be around people that don't like you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping, yo. Y'all can stay. Listen, attention is the currency, chat. I'm gonna say this one time. Your attention is currency. Whether you don't like me or you do like me, the point is you're here. You're paying me. All right? Pay attention. If you don't like what I'm saying, take your attention and put it where you like. A lot of y'all can't succeed in life because you always paying the business that don't pay you. This shit not resonating. Why you paying attention to it, gang? You gotta be a fucking bot. All right, so guys, let's jump into uh let's jump into this, man. Shout out to TikTok, shout out to YouTube. We locked in. Hey, look, I keep trying to get these people sauce, man. And I keep trying to help the trolls. They don't understand that they the reason why I really go up. They be in here with all that hate and shit. Energy is the currency. A lot of people not successful in life because they pay attention to business that don't fucking pay them. Jay, as a control player, I'm not paying attention to shit that it ain't paying me, bro. In some type of way. If it ain't paying me energy, if it ain't paying me love, if it ain't paying me money, if it ain't, if it's not my business. We have to start understanding that your attention is currency. Stop paying attention to shit that's not paying you, bro. Energy is the currency. When you wake up and you realize that, you start realizing, oh shit, I gotta start focusing on the shit that pay me. No wonder I can't win in life. I'm paying attention to everything except for the shit that pay me. I'm worrying about what the neighbor's doing. I'm worrying about what Freddie doing. I'm worrying about who my girl fucking with. All this weird shit. Nigga, start paying attention to what pays you, bro. And your life will start going the right way. A lot of y'all can't win because you watching the news, worrying about how much money motherfucking Drake got. You worrying about how much money Jay-Z got. All types of dumb shit. Pay attention to the business that pays you, nigga. Stupid ass niggas. All right, so if you don't resonate with this, man, go ahead and get the fuck out of the chat, bro. To everybody else, let's tap in. All right, three types of beings in this reality. Let's go. Three types of beings in this reality. All my new people, yo, welcome in. Shout out to you. Hey, um, hey, goofy ass dude, shut the fuck up, bro. God damn. A nigga can't even be on for fucking 5 minutes without these grown ass, broke ass niggas all in my chat. Nigga, I'm really having racks, bro. You niggas is in here. That shit get irritating, bro. This shit get irritating. All my new people, chat. Let's tap in. This is what I'm about to do. This is what I'm about to do, chat. All right. I'm letting you know. It's the last thing that I'm saying to these goofy ass niggas, man. Any other troll coming here, I'm just taking your energy. Anybody else that don't like me, I don't care. Leave. I'm not here for these people. I'm here for the collective. All right. So last time I'm gonna mention it. I don't give a fuck about numbers. I don't give a fuck about who in here, whatever. I'm already up. I don't do this for money. I don't gotta get up here. I'm here with the intentions of, yeah, making some paper, but I'm here with the intentions of reaching souls. Souls that want to hear this information. All right. That's it, bro. I don't get up every day early and do this shit because I have to. I don't have to do this no more. This is just my duty. This is who I am. All right. Fortunately, life chose me to be a teacher of the people. I did not choose this shit. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I would never think that I'm doing what I do now. I was doing other shit. I was in the streets. I was doing all types of shit. So for me to be sitting here doing this, life chose me to do it. I never chose this shit. You got to understand, certain shit just be purpose, right? So let me live in my purpose, man. With all the hate, without all the hate, all the judgment. Go find your purpose, Brody. I promise you. Your purpose is not to be in my live talking stupid. You have a greater purpose than that. Well, some of you do. Some of you niggas only exist to be my troll, for sure. But a lot of y'all, man, you gotta walk in your purpose, and that's why I'm here to help you see these things for what they are. So you don't gotta live your life giving your life to a 9 to 5. So you don't gotta keep using your intention and actions in a fucking 9 to 5 every day. So you don't have to be stuck in relationships that don't help you grow. So you can see these things because we all have purpose. And once you realize that everything in life that you do needs to be done with purpose, life starts to operate. So shout out to all the new people here. Shout out to everybody, all my OGs, 111s in the chat. Thank you so much for that $100 super chat, MF Core. I love you. You are one of my favorite subs. I know you. Thank you. But I'm just saying, guys, let's start walking in our purpose, man. All right. The enemy wants to distract us and make it hard for us, but let's do it. So, yo, we are going to go over the three types of souls. We are going to go over the basics, but let's tap in because I need you guys to walk in your power. You have to know. Now, there's three types of beings here right now. You got NPCs. These are unaware players. People who are going with the motions. People who are in autopilot. People who live off programming. You have the hijack player, the one who can wake up, but they are hijacked and influenced by outside programs and outside entities. Things like drugs, people. And then we got the control player. This is where you want to be. You want to be the control player. What is a control player? This is a person who has tapped into their consciousness and understands that they are the consciousness controlling this avatar. When you walk in control player status, this is when you begin to bend reality in the way that you want to. All right, let's tap in. Brittany, let's go. Break it down, Britt. Shout out to all the love, man. I love y'all.
Got you. Let's go all the way in.
Let's go all the way in, Britt.
Got you. Let's go all the way. There are three main types of beings in this reality, and once you see them for what they are, the whole matrix starts making sense. One, NPCs, synthetic consciousness. These are the background characters of the simulation. They run matrix default code and operate on a hive mind level. No independent soul spark. They are literally coded to fill in the world around you. Their purpose is to create the illusion of a full living world. They follow trends, what they are told, and rarely question reality. Their reactions are predictable, which is why you can almost call what they will say or do next. Tap 2, hijacked players, compromised souls. These are beings that do have a soul, but their consciousness is hijacked by the matrix programming. They're often caught in loops, addictions, toxic relationships, limiting beliefs. They have the potential to wake up, but until they do, they act like NPCs. This group is often the most draining because they carry some soul energy, amplify matrix programs around you. When you shift frequency, these are the people who might switch up or even become hostile because the code running through them is trying to keep you in the loop. 3, control players, awakened souls. This is you and other awakened souls. You know this reality is coded. You are actively learning how to bend it, manipulate it, and manifest within it. You create the trends, you shift timelines. You are the main character in the simulation. The more you wake up, the more you can see through the layers, read the code, and consciously write new code.
All right, chat, let's go over this. All right, NPCs. You got to understand this, right? We are in the matrix. 111's in the chat if you understand that we are in the matrix. 111's in the chat. All right, three types of people in the matrix. First, NPCs. NPCs are no match for the control player. These are background characters of the simulation. They run matrix default code and operate on hive mind level. No independent soul spark. They are literally coded to fill in the world around you. Their purpose is to create the illusion of a full living world. They follow trends. They repeat what they are told. They rarely question reality. Their reactions are predictable, which is why you can almost call what they will do or say next. All right. A lot of your family members are only NPCs. They're filling in this in roles. You shouldn't be out here scared of NPCs. Bro, I promise you, you are an entity, a deity amongst men and women. When you understand the programming, you can make NPCs do whatever you want them to do. Number 2, hijack players. Now, guys, we have to pay attention to this. This is where it gets tricky. You ever notice those people who are asleep, but you know that they got a soul? Like, you know, like, yo, I got a connection with this person. Like, I felt their energy, right? Hijack players are the most dangerous people to be around when you are a control player. Hijack players are also used as agents in your life. This could be your friends, your best friend. This could be your mom. This could be somebody that is close to you. But a hijack player runs the risk of pulling you back into being hijacked. All right. These are beings that do have a soul, but their consciousness is hijacked by matrix programming. They are often caught in loops, addictions, toxic relationships, limiting beliefs. They have the potential to wake up, but until they do, they act like NPCs. This group is the most draining and dangerous because they carry soul energy but amplify matrix programs around you. When you shift frequency, these are the people who might switch up on you or even become hostile because the code running through them is trying to keep you in the loop. You ever seen where, like, for example, when I got out, when I stopped, when I decided that I was going to focus on me, when I decided that I wasn't going to live the way that I was going to live, the way that I had been living previously, it made a lot of my friends mad. My brother got mad at me because I no longer wanted to sell drugs anymore. I no longer wanted to risk my life to continue to go to prison because I had woke up and I had seen things for what they were. And a lot of people that I used to live that lifestyle with got mad at me. They became hostile. I felt like motherfuckers was even trying to put money on me, anything, right? But you got to understand, hijack players, when you go into a new direction in life, people seem to get hostile. A lot of y'all have seen it. This could be something as simple as you and your mom falling out. Right? You got to understand what's going on around you. Everything has spiritual meaning. Somebody said, damn, this shit valid. My first time here. Welcome in. Guys, I need you to understand there is no random occurrence in this reality. If you happen to find this live today, it is because you have tapped in and it's your time to find this. All right. Third type of soul, third type of player. This is who you need to be. You need to aspire to be this. All right. A control player. This is a fully awakened soul. You understand that reality is coded. You understand what it means when we say reality is coded. That means you understand ain't shit random. Everything's operating on a coded system. Everything that's happening is supposed to it's happening for a reason. You understand that. You're actively learning how to bend and manipulate and manifest within this reality. You're starting to understand, yo, I got more power and control over things than what I think. It's all a mindset. You're starting to understand that. You're starting to understand how to manipulate your way in through this reality. You're starting to make situations that normally wouldn't go your way start to go your way. And you're starting to understand how to manifest. You're starting to realize, yo, I can really do anything I want to do. This shit is really definitely like Nike. Just do it, motherfucker. You're starting to understand manifestation only takes your intention and actions. Once you set the intention, next up, all you got to do is take the steps. You're realizing that. And now you're starting to do a lot of things. You're starting to accomplish a lot of stuff. As a control player, you create the trends. You shift timelines. You're the main character in your simulation. You're starting to understand that. You're starting to see, yo, a lot of shit that I do, niggas do. A lot of shit that I do, these bitches do. You're starting to see that in real time. You're starting to understand you are the main character. 111's in the chat if you're living in main character mindset. All right, there's something that I came up with. It's called main character mindset. And this is going to make your life elevate to a high level. When you activate main character mindset, this is going to activate your life. Now, guys, This shit ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't main character. Now, what is main character mindset? This is the understanding that this is your world and everybody else is just living in it. You have to understand that. You have to realize people around you are only reacting to you. So stop reacting to everybody. You have to see that everything revolves around you in your life. When you come to this realization, when you tap into main character mindset, when you understand that you are the main character, your happiness comes first. Your the things that you want to do in life come first. When you understand that, you tap in. This is when your life starts to conform to everything that you want. In order for you to tap in like that, you have to tap into main character mindset. You have to understand that you are the one. You are the one. This is why you've been in these chosen one Olympics. This is why people have been tracking and targeting you. This is why you're the only one in your family being gang stalked. This is why you're the only one in your family having to constantly deal with these narcs and have to constantly fight in this spiritual battle because you are the main character. You are the one. Your Neo, your Trinity. You have to develop this mindset and understanding that everything around you is operating based on you. When you see this and when you understand this, life starts to move the right way. All right, let's tap in, guys. Shout out to everybody, all my control players. Let's keep going.
Breakdown. This might blow some minds, but here's the ratio most souls report experiencing. NPCs 80 to 85% of the population. Matrix default code. Hijacked players 10 to 15%. Souls still asleep or compromised. Control players 5%. Fully awakened souls actively writing code. This is why it feels lonely sometimes when you wake up, because you are literally one of the few operating outside the hive mind.
All right, so this is why you can feel lonely in this world, chat. Because when you're on, everybody's not operating outside of the hive mind. What is the hive mind? You know, I was sitting in the car. Me and my girl was sitting in the car. We talk about these things, right? Um, when you got two main characters together, the energy, the manifestations become it's insane, right? So we sitting back talking, and she said something that stuck out to me. Um, and she was like, "Yo, we was watching the people. We observe a lot of shit, right? Sometimes we just sit and observe. And at this store, we observe how many people are just looking like other internet people. When you go out and you really see the programming, see, when you outside the programming, you can see this shit, right? So if you sit in your car, what you're gonna notice, you're gonna see a lot of people don't have originality. A lot of people are dressed just like the last person that you seen. Programming is running rapid in this world, chat. So this is why a lot of times you feel empty or lonely when you are around people because you are not operating in hive mindset. This is why you can feel lonely in a room full of people. Pay attention, chat. Um, let's keep going, man. Let's talk about the types of programs. All right, because when you understand the types of programs that people are operating in, this is gonna make you be like, whoa. But first, we gotta identify hijack players. Guys, hijack players are the most dangerous beings for you to be around as a control player. Hijack players naturally want you to fall back in loops. A lot of times, your friends, these are hijack players. A lot of times, certain family members are hijack players. If you ever notice, hijack players, one key trait about them, they never around when shit go good. But when shit going bad, they're there for you. When you want to slip back into drug use, they got the drugs for you. When you want to get back into drinking, They got it. When you're going through something with your girlfriend or something with your boyfriend, they got a place for you to come and stay. They got a place for you can go. Hijack players want to pull you back into the matrix. They want to pull you back into the loop. As a control player, you have to be able to see this. You have to be able to move around. Let's talk about 10 signs, 10 signs between NPCs and hijack players. The difference. All right? The difference. Let's go. Let's tap in.
Got you. Let's drop it step by step for the chat so they can spot NPCs and hijack players on site. 10 signs of NPCs, hijack players. NPCs, synthetic consciousness. These ones are pure code. Watch for these. One, scripted reactions. They give the same response no matter who they're talking to. Two, no depth. Conversations stay surface level. They can't go deep without glitching. Three, program timing. They always show up at the exact right time to test you or slow you down. Four, trend following. They switch opinions overnight when the collective narrative changes. Five, low energy field. You don't feel seen by them. It's like talking to a wall sometimes. Six, loop talk. They repeat the same stories, gossip, and drama over and over again. Seven, curiosity. They never question the system. They trust whatever authority
Thank
says.
you for that honesty.
Yeah. Glitch. Truth, they get defensive or mad. Nine, no aura resonance. When you raise your frequency, they either fade out or attack. 10, disposable roles. They disappear from your life once the scene is complete. Hijacked players, compromised souls. These are harder to spot because they do.
Hey, let's talk about this NPC stuff real fast, man. Because she said some good things that made a lot of sense. All right. Scripted reactions. They give the same. This is NPCs we talking about. All right. So you can know the difference. Scripted reactions. They get the same response no matter who they are talking to. Pay attention to that. Same response no matter who they are talking to. Same, same shit. Same energy no matter who. You ever had a girlfriend where it seemed like she talked to other niggas just like she talked to you? She don't know the difference. Everybody get treated the same by the NPC. They react the same way, interact the same way with everybody. This is a big sign. You over there mad at your girl, like, damn, babe, the fuck you keep smiling and talking to niggas and laughing and flirting and shit like they me. She like, what are you talking about? I don't do that. You're tripping. Well, yo, right? They don't have no understanding, bro. Scripted reactions. Pay attention, right? No depth. This is another one. Stay surface level. They cannot go deep without glitching. Guys, a lot of you cause glitches every day. And this is why, right? How many of y'all, right, have been talking to people and then something that you do or something that you say make a motherfucker lose their shit to the point of no return, where a motherfucker just lost their shit, they can't even get themselves together. You gotta leave. You glitched them. When you glitch NPCs, bro, they lose their shit, bro. Seriously. You gotta understand that. Somebody said my brother do that. When you glitch NPCs, they're going to lose their shit. Real talk. They don't have depth. All right. Conversations stay surface level. They can't go deep without glitching. Program timing, guys. This is major. Bro, listen to this. Programmed timing. They always show up at the exact right time to test you or slow you down. Guys, how many of you have had people in your life, right? Where every time it's time for you to accomplish or get done some shit, or somebody will call your phone. You like, yo, all right, I'm about to go ahead and get this work done and go ahead and start. As soon as you sit down and you about to clock in, log in, phone start ringing. Bring, bring. Oh shit, let me answer. Yo, oh, what's up, baby? Da, da, da. Next thing you know, you done wasted 30 minutes talking about nothing. And now you done got up and did something else. You didn't even accomplish. Bro, every time like clockwork. That person who always calls you when you are trying to get something done, that is not a fucking random coincidence. That is by design. That is an NPC that's trying to be distraction. That is a distraction. You have to start seeing this. We cannot make this shit up. We cannot make this up, chat. It happens. Think about it. You know who that person is. You thinking about him. Yo, I had a girlfriend, bro, like 2, 3 years ago, some shit, right? Well, not a girlfriend, this little joint I was fucking with, right? And um, I probably only had like two girlfriends in my life, but this last little joint, right? Um, bro, every time I was trying to get some shit done, she just knew to call. And it started to hit me like, yo, how the fuck she keep calling at the times where like how like is this bitch watching me or something? And it never failed, bro. Every time I'm about to hop live, I'm about to get on TikTok and go live, I'm about to get on YouTube, I'm about to drop some content, I'm about to drop a video, bing, phone start ringing. NPCs, guys, you gotta pay attention to this. Programmed timing. They show up at the exact right time to test or slow you down. It is not by chance, it is by design. You are living in a simulation, a game that you have to navigate and see that. Yo, think about this. What happens when you wake up in a dream? What happens when you wake up in a dream and realize that you are dreaming? What happens? It becomes what? It becomes lucid. What is a lucid dream? This is a dream where you have full control and full power over the dream. Guys, what happens when you wake up in a simulation? What happens when you wake up? Wh- Imagine being in a video game and knowing that you're in a video game. This is the power that you have, chosen one. When you wake up in a dream and realize it's a dream, the dream becomes lucid. When you realize you're in a simulation, guess what? You can bend it. We become dangerous. You said that. You are so incredibly gifted. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. When you wake up in the game, guess what? You start being able to bend it. Guys, this is why a lot of y'all keep surviving crazy shit. This is why when they keep trying to take you out, you're not dying. Because you know this shit is a matrix. Bro, in the last 3 years, I had like 10 NDEs, bro. And every time I died, I came back. Yeah, I'm taking it slow now. I'm living a different type of life, you know? I'm goddamn, I'm booed up. I'm on some family shit by choice. But in the last couple years, when I've been outside, bro, I've been in like 10 NDEs and came back every time. So you gotta understand, man. You gotta understand once you wake up in the dream, shit start operating a little differently. I've been knowing I've been in the matrix now for like 6, 7 years. I've been knowing this is the matrix. And every year, my understanding of life gets deeper. You woke up in a lucid dream. Guys, another thing that you need to understand about NPCs, they follow the trends. I told you, me and my shorty was just sitting in the car talking about this. NPCs will follow the trends. That's why a lot of dudes are dressing exactly the same. That's why a lot of girls look like fucking sexy red. That's all I see when I go out. I see a bunch of bitches that remind me of sexy red, or I see a bunch of Doja Cats. That's it. A bunch of Cardis. You gotta understand, bro. Bro, do you understand? Like every IG model looks exactly the same. It's getting to the point now that bro, a fat booty, some titties and a lace front, that's a bad bitch. That's the motherfucking, that's it. Right? Come on, man. So you gotta understand, bro. A lot of motherfuckers is following trends. NPCs follow the trends, bro. Shorty, Brody, find your own style, bro. Be you. Be you, man. How you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Listen, it's only so many clothes out here, right? You gonna dress like somebody, right? You gonna have the same similar style, but guys, always put your own twist on it. Don't look at the motherfucking Instagram model and say, yo, I gotta look like her. Man, remember, there's a million other bitches looking like her too. Be something that stands out. This is another big sign, chat. Low energy field. You don't feel seen by them. It's like talking to a wall sometimes, guys. In one of my relationships, I had a relationship. And the difference is, back then, in that relationship, I never felt seen. I never felt understood. I never felt heard. And as a man, this made me not give a fuck about this bitch. Honestly, this made me not want to do shit for this bitch. It made me, I didn't want to provide nothing because in this relationship, she just didn't get it. She never seen me. She never understood when I was feeling some type of way. She never realized that I felt anything. And so I had to leave that shit, right? But now I understand, bro. This one is an NPC, low energy field. It felt like I was literally alone in the relationship. Loop talk. This is a big one, chat. They repeat the same stories, gossips, and dramas over and over again. Guys, how many friends do you have? Or how many people do you know where when you get to talking to them, eventually they try to tell you the same story? Yo, I ever tell you the story about how I got caught in the aquarium digging in my nose? And yeah, bitch, you done told me that shit 100 times, baby. Can you stop talking about it? Somebody said my mom. You notice that, bro. They keep saying the same shit. Loop talk. We gonna have the same conversation every time. Here's another one. No curiosity. They never question the system. They trust whatever authority says. Guys, I've known people, right? I know some niggas, right? And it's like, yo, it's 2026. Niggas got iPhone 17s, bro. You got smartphones where you literally have access to the world. Why are you not having motion in 2026 when you got a phone that gives you access to the whole fucking world no matter where you are? I could reach people in UK from America. I can reach people in Africa from America. I can reach people in Beijing, Thailand, Australia. Why you ain't having motion? Right? Let's talk about this. No curiosity, man. I swear, some of my people that I used to hang with on a daily basis, the only thing they ever wanted to do was trap, was get money. They ain't never want to take no trips. They ain't never want to go out of town. They ain't never want to go to LA, go to Vegas. They ain't never want to do shit but sit in the trap every fucking day. Never question nothing else about reality. All they think about is selling, getting money, and motherfucking dodging the police. That's all niggas used to think about. And I'm like, yo, people ain't curious to anything outside of the hood. Motherfuckers don't think the world is bigger than just gang banging and trapping. That's when I knew I was dealing with fucking NPCs, bro. Real shit. You gotta understand when you got people who can't see past that 9 to 5, all they want to do is go to work, come home, go to church, and do it all over again. They don't want to take no trip. They don't want to go see the country. They don't want to go see nothing. All they want to do is post up in the hood, post up at the church, post up at the house, post up at the job. No curiosity. You ask a motherfucker, what do you want out of life? They say, man, I'm just trying to survive, man. I'm just trying to make it, man. Right? That's some dumbass shit right there. What do you want out of life? I just want to be successful. I just want to be successful, man. Just want to have a good job and retire and come on, bro. See, you got to understand, a lot of people don't realize this, chosen one, and this is what makes you different. This is what makes you stand out, right? This is what makes you uh going to be able to succeed in life because you understand that there's more to life than chasing money. You understand that there's more to life than going to that job. You understand life is deeper than what the religions have talking about. You understand this, chat, and so you have seeked the deepness of life. You understood that life was more than getting up and going to that workplace every day. Life was more than paying bills. Something just wasn't adding up. You knew it. NPCs, they don't have the ability. They don't have the ability to understand this shit just don't add up, bro. It don't make sense that I gotta go to work every day and pay bills. See, me, what made me find my way and what made me know I was gonna quit, know I was gonna end up being who I am, or not necessarily who I am, but an entrepreneur, is because it just didn't make sense for me to go to work only to get paid enough money not to be able to handle all my business. That shit didn't make sense. I couldn't, and then having two or three jobs, that didn't make sense because of the time. Because I understand, like, okay, I can't go work two and three jobs, bro. I only got 24 fucking hours in a day. I don't need to be spending half the day at work. What the fuck? That shit it didn't make sense. Paying for shit that was free didn't make sense. I seen that there was something that I was missing, and then it hit me. Jay, it's a choice, bro. It's a choice, Jay. You really don't gotta pay for none of this shit. Everything is already paid for. It's a choice. I'm choosing to take my ass to this 9 to 5 because I have been taught that this is how you make it in society. What if the people who taught me that were fucking wrong? What if all the crazy shit that they said I was crazy for having an imagination? What if all the you not living in the real world shit, I really was living in the real world when I said, yo, I don't gotta work. The money gonna find me. What if I really was right? And so I stuck to my guns. And guess what, guys? I said, yo, you know what? I'm choosing to quit this job. I'm not going here no more. And I'm choosing to get on TikTok. I'm choosing to get on YouTube. That is what I'm going to do. I made that decision in 2018, 2019, and I haven't looked back. So curiosity is something that NPCs don't have. They are not curious. They can get up and go to work every day. They can get up and do the same shit every day, and it makes sense to them. Instant anger. When you expose truth, they get defensive or mad. Guys, how many people do you know get mad when when you put the truth out there? When you say, nah, bitch, you a cheater. That bitch go off. Nah, nigga, you're lying. You stole the money. Then you go off. NPCs snap when they get exposed, when you know that they're lying, when you tell them, bitch, you're lying, they lose their shit, bro. You tell me I'm lying, I'm gonna just be like, all right. Especially if I'm lying, I'm gonna be like, all right, you got it. Whatever, man. I'm done. I'm leaving. Fuck it. You know I'm lying. Right? NPCs lose their mind when you expose the truth. They will tear your shit up, scratch your car up, go get a gun, try to pull a knife. They want to fight. Instant anger when glitched. Guys, a lot of you be out here glitching the shit out of people and you don't even realize it. When you see people start doing shit like this, you ever said something to a motherfucker and you just glitch them, they glitching. They start walking back and forth and sitting down, standing up, doing all. You just glitch their ass. Real shit. You don't even know it, but that you're making them glitch, chat. A lot of y'all be glitching reality because these NPCs, they have a certain program that they got to stick to. When you make them go against the program, they automatically start glitching. You want to know how you glitch your grandma? Go in there and say something about Christianity. Go in there and tell grandma, Christianity fake as fuck. She gonna start glitching instantly. Oh, you gotta get the fuck out my house. You gotta get the fuck out. Grandma, I thought you was Christian. What you cursing? Fuck you. Get out of my house. They glitching like hell. Program goes out the window. They cursing. Motherfucker, fuck, get the fuck out my house with that crazy devil shit. Damn. You and the devil can suck my. Whoa. You just start glitching like hell, Grandma. But see, now you're seeing the behavior that you have made people get into by simply, you know what I'm saying? I don't go glitch grandma out though, right? Some of y'all live the, I see a lot of content where conscious people be glitching NPCs, making them do crazy shit. They're those pranks. That's just people glitching motherfuckers, making them lose their mind and shit. Number 9, no aura resonance. When you raise your frequency, they either fade out or attack. Guys, number 9 and 10 go hand in hand. No aura resonance and disposable roles. They disappear from your life once the scene is complete. How many people have you known that you don't know no more? That have just disappeared out of your life? A lot of them. NPCs do this. You have a time with them. They are only in a time frame. Bro, I've had so many friends that I don't know how to get in contact with these niggas no more. Like I don't know these niggas from I don't even see these niggas on the internet. I don't see them in the city. They just literally disappeared. Right? Disposable roles. A lot of your friends from the past are no longer around no more. You don't know how to get in contact with them. It was just a disposable role in your life for that time frame. Let's get into hijack players. Now, guys, this is harder because you have to understand hijack players are hard.
They trend follow, repeat the same instant anger frequency. They either spot because they do have a soul spark, but it's being hijacked. 1, soul spark glimpses. You see moments of depth or
All right,
disposable
this is the hijack player.
scene is complete. Hijacked players compromise souls. These are harder to spot because they do have a soul spark, but it's being hijacked. 1, soul spark glimpses. You see moments of depth or potential, then they go back to sleep. 2, triggered by growth. When you level up, they act distant or hostile. And 3, energy vampiring. They drain your energy more than NPCs because they have access to emotion. 4, guilt programs. They make you feel bad for pulling away or setting boundaries. 5, possession moments. They act completely out of character when matrix code takes over. 6, wake up attempts. Sometimes they will ask deep questions or seek advice, then ignore it. 7, mirror lessons. They show you parts of yourself that need healing on purpose. 8, karmic ties. You often feel a weird soul contract or unfinished business vibe. 9, frequency sensitive. They can't stay around if you hold a high vibration for too long. 10. Potential for redemption. If they truly awaken, they can become powerful allies.
All right, let's tap in. Hijack players is very hard, guys. These are compromised souls. Now, some of these people are the most. These are people in your life who you care about, and sometimes these are the souls that you need to stay away from because hijack players are powerful. Why? Because they hold that ability to connect with you on a soul level, but still be blinded in the matrix. All right. So a hijack player can connect with you on a soul level and still be in the matrix. Why is this so dangerous? Because if someone can connect with you on a soul level, they can pull you back into the matrix. You'll find yourself back into loops. You'll find yourself back into drug addiction. You'll find yourself back into street life, fucking with hijack players. Because they have that connection, that soul connection. Where you know that they're a soul, right? So you got to understand why it's so hard, why you have to stay away from souls, people who that you know have souls, that you know that they're in the matrix, but still choose to live like they're not, right? This is what a hijack player is. They know they're in the matrix, but they still choosing to follow the matrix programming. They're still in the streets. They're still doing drugs. They're still partying. They're still you know, matrix life. They choose it. It's sort of like Cypher off the movie The Matrix, right? So soul spark glimpses. You see moments of depth of potential, then they go back to sleep, right? Like I've had these conversations. Like some of my friends, I can have these conversations about the Matrix, and they'll talk that shit with me. But then after we had a conversation, they go right back to sleep mode. They go right back to Matrix mode, where it's like, yeah, nigga, I know I'm in the Matrix, but fuck it, right? These are dangerous. Another one, triggered by your growth. When you level up, they act distant or hostile. Guys, a lot of my friends, when I really start taking off on the internet, they were triggered by that shit. They ain't want to fuck with me no more. Because I no longer, they was like, oh yeah, nigga, you think you Hollywood now, boom, 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 boom. Right? Triggered by my growth. When I said, yo, I don't gotta, bro, listen, I'm not in the streets no more. I'm not selling, I'm not doing this. I don't operate like that no more. I made that decision years ago. And that decision caused a lot of my friends to turn their backs on me. That decision caused a lot of my homeboys that I've been through shit with, that I've been there for, to act like they ain't know me no more. But it's cool, because I'm a grown ass man. I ain't doing shit to make other niggas happy. I came into this world by myself. I'm gonna leave this bitch by myself, most likely. Right? But my decision to change my life, to no longer operate as a little ass kid, to no longer stick to the decisions I made when I was 15 and 16 years fucking old that drugged me through the mud. My whole young adult life, my whole 20s was spent in prison. From 20 to 28, I was in prison. So when I came out and I made a decision, yo, I'm no longer living this type of lifestyle. Niggas wasn't feeling that shit. Niggas wasn't feeling that shit. They was triggered by my growth because I no longer wanted to make decisions that I made as a kid. I no longer wanted to hold my grown ass adult self to choices that I made when I was a fucking child. Guys, do you know a lot of us, especially the black community, right? We're not making this about race, but especially niggas, bro. A lot of niggas is 30 and 40 years old still holding on to choices that they made when they was 15 and 16. And they don't see no motherfucking, they don't see nothing wrong with that shit. Somebody said us Mexican too. I guess it's all. I guess it's all groups. A lot of people are holding on to choices that they made when they were 15 and 16 years old. A lot of people are still trying to live lifestyles that they chose when they was 15 and 16. Bro, how can you even say that like how can you not understand that's NPC shit, bro? You 16 years old, you don't know nothing about life. You 15, hell, when you 20 years old, when you 21, you know nothing about life. A lot of people are still in grown old ass age, 30, 40, 50 years old, still trying to live the lifestyle that they decided to live when they were 16. This is how you end up in prison for life. This is how you end up in a casket. This is how you end up in a crazy house. This is how you end up fucked up in the game. Why do people feel like this is what makes you real? You make a choice at 15 years old. You make a choice at 16 years old. And you expect me to still be living to that shit at 30? Nigga, my mind is way more developed than it was at 16. And my mind says I would never do some of the shit that I used to do when I was 16 and 20 years old and shit like that. A lot of shit that I used to indulge in those ages, I would never in this age, in this mindset, in this who I am, even think about doing that shit. But you got a lot of grown ass men, especially in urban communities, who hold you to these choices that you made when you was 10, 20, 15, 13. Triggered by growth. This is a major one. A lot of your friends are going to be triggered by your growth. A lot of your friends are not gonna understand when you say, hey, shawty, hey, bro, I'm in a real relationship now. I can't go to the club no more. I can't hit the strip club with you no more, man. I love my girl. I'm doing this shit the right way. A lot of your friends gonna get mad when you say, hey, I gotta miss this year's trip. My husband ain't going for that shit. My man he don't like when I go out at the club with y'all no more. I ain't fucking with it. Ah, bitch, you da da. Da." A lot of people is gonna be triggered by your growth, bro. You gotta understand this how this shit works. Somebody said that's the main reason I don't got friends no more. I'm just saying, people get triggered by your growth, bro. Because a lot of niggas and bitches is still doing the same shit that we was doing when we was 20. They still doing the same shit that we was doing when we was 16, 17, in 30s, in late 20s. They still doing the same shit they was doing in early 20s. Don't work like that, bro. In life, life comes with growth. In order for your life to get to where it needs to go, you gotta grow. You can't be 30 still doing the same shit you was doing in 25. You can't, unless it was making you millions of dollars, unless it's making you hella money legally. That's the only way I'm gonna continue to do some shit that I was doing at 20 if that shit was pulling me in a crazy bag legally. You gotta understand, hijack players are going to be triggered by your growth. So the next time you tell your homeboys, yo, bro, I ain't with it, bro. I ain't fucking with it. Expect to see them like triggered. Expect to see it because hijack players and NPCs, they're triggered by your growth. Next time you tell your homegirls, Shawty, listen, I can't go out with y'all to the club. I can't do it no more. I got a good nigga and he ain't with that shit. Ah, bitch, you. Da, 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 da. They're gonna be triggered by your growth. This happens in this life. This is one of the signs. You guess what a real friend gonna do? Guess what a conscious being gonna do? I'm proud of you. Shout out to you, bro. You're growing. I see it. Oh, find you some friends who are on your conscious level. This deep. Being what you said, this deep. Being alone is part of growth. Yes. Understanding that you are not going to be able to take everybody to where you're going. Understanding that in your highest timeline, your highest self, the boss you, ain't fucking with all your friends that you used to know. I ask myself all the time, the millionaire me, the billionaire me, am I fucking with these niggas? Fuck no. You ask yourself that. The timeline that you want to reach, your friends today, can you see them? Can you see your friends in your highest timeline with you being a millionaire, making boss moves? A lot of y'all gonna be like, nah. A lot of y'all gonna look at y'all family and be like, I don't see a lot of my family members with me on this journey. Somebody said, well, basically, I'm surrounded by NPCs and hijack players. It's nice to know. Yes, find you friends like you. A lot of y'all be hanging with people who ain't even like you. A lot of y'all be hanging with people who wouldn't even do certain things in the circumstance. And then you wonder why your girlfriend is confused about who you are. Or you wonder why your boyfriend is confused about who you are. Damn, babe, you hang out with straight hoes. But you expect me to believe you not a hoe? Damn, bro. You hang out with weird ass niggas. You expect me to think you're not a weirdo? You hanging out with all gangbangers. Nigga, you got a gangbang. So understand, bro. Yo, everybody is not going to come with you on your journey. Another way to know you're around hijack players, energy vampires. They drain your energy more than NPCs because they have access to emotions. Guys, you have to protect yourself around hijack players. They're dangerous because they can drain you because they got emotions. They got real emotions like you. Where NPCs, their emotions is flat. Only thing they can do is just piss you off, to get you angry, to get you losing your shit. But a hijack player can come around you sad as fuck and change your mood to sadness. One of your homegirls can call you like, he just left me, and come over. And next thing you know, you sad as shit. Somebody said my partner. It's a real thing, chat. Here's another one: guilt programs. Pay attention. Hijack players run the guilt program on conscious beings. Literally, my homies used to make me feel guilty for not pulling up. Like, damn, bro, you ain't loyal to niggas no more. You don't fuck with niggas. We done been through this. We done been through that, bro. You ain't gonna, you really hopping out the game, bro. This shit crazy. I was feeling guilty. I'm in the room feeling like I did something. I'm in my home feeling like, damn. I'm mad at myself. Like, damn, I ain't got no loyalty. Like, I'm feeling guilty as shit. But then I thought about it. That's what they do. They make you feel bad for pulling away or setting boundaries. You set a boundary. Yeah, bro, look, don't call me that no more, nigga. I don't go by that name no more. I go by this. Man, you always tripping about some shit. Like, you gotta understand that, bro. Then when we all get locked up, those feelings go away. Right. Then when you sit in jail and ain't nobody putting money on your books, now you're not feeling guilty no more. These same niggas that made you feel guilty for wanting to walk away from some shit, now your ass in jail for fucking with niggas, and now niggas ain't nowhere to be found. So you gotta understand how this guilt program works. I've been through it. They're gonna make you feel guilty for not pulling up no more, for not coming to the club no more, for not wanting to be in these certain scenes anymore, for not wanting to have certain behaviors that you used to have. They're gonna make you feel guilty. But being a part of growth is picking something and sticking to it. When you grow, you make a decision and you stick to it. I made a decision never to turn back down that road. I made a decision never to do anything illegal for money anymore. And that's what I'm sticking to. And ever since I stuck to that decision, I get money. The same money I used to get illegally, I get that shit legally now. When I made the choice, I said, yo, I will never break the law again for money. Ever. And that same cash flow that I had coming in when I was doing illegal things, I'm getting the same racks doing legal shit, doing this, getting the same racks, bro. So growth is making a choice and sticking to it, even when your family turn on you, even when your friends don't want to be friends no more, even when you feel like you made a bad choice where shit was easier. When you stick to what you do, guess what? Reality is going to bend your way. Because look, this is what I'm going to tell you. What I realized was, thank you, KG, I appreciate that gift. What I realized was, Chosen One, is that it wasn't the illegal shit that I was doing that was paying me. It was my intentions and actions. It was my energy. The block, it won't pay me. It was the intention and action behind me going to the block that was making me get the money. When I realized that it's intention and action and how you get this, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. Set the intention, take the steps. It's going to come your way. Same way I set the intention when I decided to do illegal things and took the steps. I did that with this internet shit. I set the intention and took the steps. Same result. It's just a choice. You feel me? 111's in the chat if you understand that. Here's another one. Possession. Possession moments. Hijack players go through possession moments. They act completely out of character when Matrix Codes takes over. Bro, and this is and as consciousness, we gotta watch this in ourselves. You ever had somebody around you and they act a certain type of way, but when you see them in another setting or situation, they're totally different. They're totally different. You ever seen you ever had a girl around you and she act a certain type of way, but when you take her into a setting where it's other motherfuckers, all that shit, you like, yo, who the fuck is this bitch? I did not know that she acted like that, right? This is because they act completely out of character when that matrix code take over. You take your girl to the hood, she gonna start showing you that she really a ratchet ass hood bitch. And you ain't know. You start talking about the hood. She start flipping and changing, and or your friends start flipping and changing. You start saying, yeah, we about to go to the hood. They start acting whole totally different. And you like, damn, what the fuck? Maybe we shouldn't go over there. You gotta understand, bro. A lot of times, and guys, we gotta control ourselves because we do that shit sometimes. If you are not aware, when you get in situations, the program will take right over your ass. Real shit. I've caught myself falling back into programming last a couple year ago. Just because I was around certain shit, I started to let the environment code me. I had to catch myself. Oh shit, I'm only doing this because I'm around this shit. That program is real, man. That program is demons for real. That program will take over like a demon. You won't know who you dealing with. Wake up attempts. This is a big one. Sometimes they will ask deep questions to seek or seek advice only to ignore it. You ever had somebody who come to you and act like they want to wake up and shit, and they talk that shit with you, and then after y'all had a conversation, they back to doing the same bullshit, right? They had that's their soul trying to pull through that, trying to pull through all that hijacking shit, but it can't. But it's letting you know it's in there. It's a soul in there. I'm trying. It wanna come out. It wanna wake up, but the programming too heavy. Chat, it is very important that you understand what's going on. Now, guys, we're about to go over the 10 rules to navigating this matrix. We just broke down control NPCs, hijack players. Now, when we come back later on today, around about 3, we're gonna dive into agents, the psychology of agents, different consciousness behind bodies. All right, we're gonna also talk about the spiritual warfare. I want y'all to be able to maneuver through this reality as a boss, bro. I want you to be able to see this matrix for what it is. All right, let's tap in. 10 rules to navigating this reality. I'm gonna let Brittany take over for a second. After we knock this out, chat, we're gonna talk about my books and then we out of here. Let's go.
All right, Jay, let's break it down clearly for the chat. All right, Jay, let's break it down clearly for the chat the way you would for chosen ones. Here's a full overview of the 10 rules of the Matrix from the perspective of the soul inhabiting the body. 1. Everything is every thought, action, and experience is part of a coded system. Understanding this is the first layer of awareness. Nothing is random. 2. Energy is currency. Your attention, focus, emotions, and actions are all energy. The matrix pulls from your energy, so protect it like your most valuable resource. 3. Observe, don't react. The soul must watch the simulation without fully reacting to every loop or trigger. This is how you gain control over reality. 4. Frequency dictates reality. Everything has a vibration: love, fear, abundance, scarcity. Align your energy frequency to what you want to manifest. The matrix responds to resonance. See through the layers. The matrix is multi-layered. Learn to decode illusions, hidden codes, and agendas. Nothing is as it seems. Always look beyond the surface. 6. Master the observer effect. Your awareness changes outcomes. The more conscious you are of your environment, timelines, and players, the more you can influence reality. 7. Recognize NPCs, hijacked and control players. NPCs, unaware players, stuck in loops. Hijacked players, partially aware but influenced by outside forces. Control players, fully aware and capable of navigating and manipulating the matrix. Know who you're interacting with, it affects your energy. Uh, 8. Protect your energy. Avoid energy drains, manipulative influences, and low frequency distractions. This includes substances, toxic people, or societal traps. 9. Timing is everything. Portals, loops, and cosmic alignments exist. Knowing when to act, shift, or manifest is crucial for maximum effect. 10. Codes and frequencies are tools. Tricks
I'm
operates
Eastern
in
time.
codes, symbols, and vibration. And to speak the universal language, it's the key to manifesting, controlling, and thriving.
All right, let's go over these. I'm on Eastern time, chat. So I'll be back around like 2:30, 3 o'clock Eastern time. We're gonna dive deeper. This morning I got some things to handle. So I'm usually up here on live for like 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes, but mostly 2 hours. So we're right on time. All right. Rule number 1. Everything is the matrix. Every thought, every action, every experience is a part of a coded system. Understanding this is the first layer of awareness. There is nothing random. Somebody said I'm in Georgia. I love Atlanta. Shout out to Georgia. All right, guys, you got to understand in this life, in this simulation, and guys, we're gonna go over too when we come back. We're gonna really break down the simulation. We're gonna go over the 10 laws of simulation too, natural laws of simulation, so you can see this shit in real time. So you can wake up and take over in this game, right? This game called life. Number 1, everything is the matrix. Every thought, every action, every experience is a part of a coded system. Understanding this is the first layer of reality. There is nothing random, chosen one. Every person in your life has a position that they're playing. Either they're a lesson or a blessing. You have to evaluate everybody in your life and know who is who. Who are the high frequency people in your life? Who are the low frequency people? If you got more low frequency people in your life, make a change. High frequency keeps you up. Makes you win, right? Everything is the matrix. You have to understand. Everything goes the way it's going because we are creating the data. We are generating this life. So you can control. See, now when we say everything is the matrix, right? That would make some people feel like, damn, bro, I don't really got a choice at nothing in life. But no, everything is a part of a coded system. Who is writing the code? You. You have all the power. You are the one generating the code. Yeah, somebody said our mood control the weather. That's a fact. You are the one generating the code. Shit going the way it's going around you, that's your code. You can edit, delete, rewrite. If your life is going down a certain path right now, it is only because you have unconsciously created that type of life. You don't have to stick in it. Trust me. If I could turn my life around, bro, you can. I swear you can. If I can sit in front of you and do what I'm doing today, nigga, you can too. You can change your life, bro. I come from I come from a background that you wouldn't believe. Some movie shit. I really lived the movie. And if I can change and do this shit like I'm doing it and understand this shit and see this frequency, you can too, bro. Cause we the ones that's creating the code. I had to realize I was creating the life that I was living. Everything is the matrix, guys. Every experience, every action, every thought is a part of a coded system that you are coding. Number two, energy is the currency. Your attention, your focus, your emotions, your actions are all energy. Understanding this is the first layer of awareness. Guys, energy is the currency of this reality. First off, your attention is the currency of this reality. How do we know? How do we know that attention is the currency in this reality? Think about it. You got YouTube. YouTube pay people off views. Why do you think everybody is trying to get your attention? Why do you think everybody's on the internet? Why do you think there's TVs? Why do you think there's commercials? Why do you think that they always want you to tune in to the Super Bowl or the NBA? Because if we don't watch that shit, why do you think they sell tickets for people to go and see people and see shit? Because attention is the currency. Where your attention goes, energy flows. If I drop a video today and it generates 100 billion views, I am out of here forever. I never got to do shit again. Because attention is the currency, chosen. Dude, this is literally why they say pay attention. Now you understand that shit, right? Pay attention. Stop paying attention to the business that is not paying you. If you want to change your life, if you want your life to be great, only pay attention to the shit that pays you. And when you do that, watch how your life take the fuck off. If you cut everything else, shit that ain't paying you no mind, shit that ain't paying you no money, shit that ain't paying you no attention, if you start paying attention to what pays you, your life gonna be so simple. Your life gonna be so simple and easy. It's gonna be one, two, three. Wake up, have a good day, go to bed. I promise you. Because attention is the currency. See, a lot of y'all don't understand. You want to know why nosy motherfuckers always broke as fuck? Why motherfuckers who always worrying about what the next nigga doing? Because they paying energy and attention. They always worrying about what somebody else doing. They always worrying about what shit. They're always worrying. They're always paying attention to something else. Attention is the currency. That's why they can't do nothing. Because all their currency is going to their neighbor, going to what Shorty doing in her relationship, going into what does such and such. Pay attention to what pays you. I promise you, your shit gonna go up. So easy for you, and I'm so blessed and highly favored. Facts. Guys, let's talk about this money shit, right? What is this? What is money, chat? What is money? Money is pure energy, manifested in the physical. How do we know this? Because in order to make money, what does it take? It takes action. What is action? Energy. What do you mean? When you go to work, right? And you're doing your job, what are you doing? You're putting out energy. That's action. That action translates or turns into money at the end of the week. So money is directly energy. So guys, stop looking at this shit as motherfucking paper. Start understanding that this is energy, bro. Start realizing that this shit is energy. And if money is energy, what does that mean? It's all around you. If money is energy, what does that mean? If I let somebody drain my energy, not only is that fucking with how I feel, but it's fucking up my money. Cause money is energy. It's all connected. Now you're starting to understand why they say energy is the currency. Protect your energy. If I gotta go home and argue with my bitch, how I'm gonna get some money if I can't even get peace at the house? A lot of y'all niggas is broke because you can't get peace at home. You go home and you gotta fight in the world and then fight with your girl. You're never gonna make no money. A lot of y'all women, it ain't got nothing going on because you got everybody draining your energy. You sleeping with this one. You sleeping with that one. And guess what these niggas out here doing? In the club like this, they just drained your energy. They just drained your energy. Bro, you gotta protect your energy, fam. If you really want to take off, you gotta understand all this shit is connected. Your finances is directly connected to your relationships. Your finances are directly connected to how you feel. Somebody said taxes just hit. Hey, listen, gang. Niggas like me, we don't like to do taxes. I owe money. Taxes is not good for me, brother. I'm not in that low ass tax bracket where I'm trying to do a tax return for some fucking money. I'm trying to duck doing taxes. We hold two different types of niggas, gang. I ain't did taxes in like, I ain't had no tax refund in like 5, 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't even be understanding that. That's how I know when I'm dealing with little niggas. They think doing taxes mean getting money. No, bitch, I owe. So, like I said, bro, energy is the currency. Energy is the currency. Somebody said I owe 70 grand a year. Facts. Taxes is only a good time for poor people. I'm being real. If you looking forward to a tax return, you gotta focus. You need to go ahead and focus and lock in. Cause niggas is getting money, they not looking forward to tax season. You know what I'm saying? So, chat, you got to understand, Brody. Everything is motherfucking energy. Everything. If you want to get some money, it starts by protecting your energy. Guys, you think I'm playing? It ain't a soul. It's only one soul in this whole plane that can argue with me. It ain't another soul in this world that can call my phone and get in the argument with me. Cause my energy is so protected. Only person that could possibly even drain my energy is my girl, bro. Other than that, bro, like can't nobody drain shit from me. This how you gotta protect your energy, bro. You gotta protect your energy like that, sis. Where your mom can't drain it, your dad can't drain it, your cousins can't. Only people draining your energy need to be your kids and your significant other. That's it. That's the only people that have an opportunity to drain some type of energy. First, you gotta get your shit in order. A lot of y'all got a lot of people that got access to your energy that should not have access to your energy. A lot of y'all got people like your homies draining you. You don't understand it. Every time your homie call you and you run into your homies out on the block or wherever the fuck they at, guess what? You're using energy. Every time, yo, it's a problem, bro. Goddamn, we need to go see about such and such. You're using energy. Somebody say, I just got deja vu. You're losing. You're losing money. You got to start thinking about it like that. Your energy, every time you doing some shit that is not pertaining to you pulling in your manifestation, you're losing money. Energy is the currency in the matrix. Nigga, your views literally pay people. Your attention literally puts this in people's pocket. You gotta understand that energy is the currency, brother. Sis, you gotta understand that. It's rule number two. Understand everything's tied together. Every time you have an argument, you need to be thinking, I'm fucking my money up. Every time you don't have an argument, every time you drain somebody of their energy, you need to be thinking, I just got some money. I'm telling you, this is how you play the game. It's all tied together, bro. And when you understand this, you will take off to the next level. Why do you think a nigga like Kanye West, right, can have a concert and make $33 million dollars in 2 fucking days? He's harnessing energy. 60,000 people showing up to a fucking a place to watch him, to hear him, to sing and yell. All of that's energy, bro. That's how motherfuckers is making massive amounts of monies in a fucking month or in a day. They're harnessing energy. It's all energy, bruh. When you understand that everything is energy, then you start realizing where you need to do to get your money. Now I'm glitching. Look, we glitching. 111's in the chat if you understand energy is the currency. You better start protecting it like it's your most valuable resource. Number three, observe, don't react. Observe, don't react. This is a major one, right? A soul must watch the simulation without fully reacting to every loop or trigger. This is how you gain control over your reality. This is how you gain control over your reality. Yo, listen, I just told you. The name of this game is what? Energy harvesting, energy siphoning, energy conservation, and energy protection. The one that knows how to do all four of these things is victorious in this life. Your life will be easy. Somebody said, I'm actually reminding you of shit you've been known. Yes. Yo, check. If you felt if I'm giving you a reminder, it's because this shit already in your DNA. You already know this. I'm just making you remember. You already know this. You already knew this about life. Now you're just starting to remember. Oh shit. I remember this shit, man. It's flowing through your DNA. You already got this code. It's a download. We all got it. Now it's just you hearing it and it's activating in you. Whoever understands energy conservation, meaning reserving energy, meaning if you don't got to do something, don't do it. If you can stay the fuck home, stay home. If you know, learn how to and fellas, women, learn how to conserve your partner's energy because all of y'all energy together when you are in a relationship, not just your energy, their energy is yours too. Learn how to conserve your girl energy, baby. Nah, you don't got to do nothing. Sit your ass down. I just need you to look pretty. Nah, daddy. You don't worry about that. You can do that next week. Just relax this week. Understand that, bro. Energy conservation. Learn how to conserve you and your family energy. Energy harvesting. Know how to harvest energy or make money because this is money. So know how to harvest energy, right? What are some simple ways you can harvest energy? Throwing a party, cooking food, selling food, right? Understanding what energy harvesting is, making content. I'm giving y'all sauce, bro. Energy harvesting, understanding how to do that. Energy siphoning. Now, this right here, this goes into, all right, you don't, so energy siphoning, if you are a high vibrational being, you should only siphon energy by not reacting to things. All right? You shouldn't be out here purposely making people upset to siphon their energy with those intentions because then you go from being high frequency to low frequency. That's what the archons do, right? How do high frequency beings siphon energy? By not reacting. You see all these trolls talking stupid? When I don't acknowledge them or say shit, guess what? I'm siphoning their energy. They're attacking me. This is how high frequency people siphon energy. So the next time your mama come over there with that bullshit trying to piss you off, don't react to it. All right, mom, you right. Love you. Bye. Close your door. You just siphoned all her energy. How? You got to understand. Some people, right? This is why the Christ tell you turn the other cheek, right? He don't mean let somebody whoop your ass. If somebody put their hands on you, you gotta do what you gotta do. But this is what the Christ mean when he say turn the other cheek, because now you're about to siphon energy. Look, you got people, right? Listen to what I'm saying. You got people who live to get a reaction out of you, right? You got people who live to get a reaction out of you. There is somebody who gets happy when you are pissed off. A lot of y'all know this. A lot of y'all got people that want to see you fucked up. They want to see you down. If they can get you arguing, they gonna do it. A lot of people that have done things to you in the past, they really regret what they did to you, but they know that they did something to you and they can't get back in you. So they're holding on to you holding a grudge or still feeling some type of way about the shit that they did. When you don't react, guess what happens? All the energy that they put into uh uh making you upset, all the thought process that they put into doing whatever they did, all the energy, all the everything that they did, that energy just became yours. If you react to it, guess what you just did? They just siphoned you. They just harnessed your energy. So the next time somebody come around you who makes you feel some type of way, you got to have the awareness. Energy is the currency. When I react to this, I just lost hella energy. I just took us down. I just lost money. But when they come around and they doing shit and you like, oh, this motherfucker trying to get a reaction. This motherfucker trying to make me mad. Right? When you don't react, guess what? All right, I'm gonna holler at you. All right, yeah, I'm going ahead about my business. Even if you gotta avoid it, even if you say, oh, such and such just came through. All right, y'all, I'm out here. It's my time to go. Love y'all. Love y'all. Right? Guess what happened? You just siphoned the fuck out of their energy. Somebody said I literally just mastered that. Guess what happened? You just siphoned their energy. They gave it to you. You instead of reacting, you siphoned it. Now, guess what? When you go to manifest, this shit gonna fall through like it's nothing. Energy is the currency, guys. Observe and don't react. This is why it's very important for you to learn how not to react to every single thing that is happening. Certain shit, you got to get down. Somebody put their hands on you, you got to protect yourself. It is what it is. Somebody do something to one of yours, it is what it is. But you ain't got to react to every single thing out here, bro. You ain't got to get mad because your mom is doing shit to make you pissed off. You ain't got to get mad because such and such is trying to piss you off. You ain't got to get mad because your baby mama want to call the phone and fight. You ain't got to get mad because you went over there to go pick up your kid and your baby mama ain't answer the door. You just knocking at the door. Now you about ready to kick the door down. No, just walk away. You just took all that energy. Go manifest something. Everything is energy. The one that understands this will start to win. Trust me. I ain't getting all this money just cause, man. I understand this energy shit now. All right. Number 4, major rule. Frequency dictates reality. Everything has a vibration, chat. Everything in this life carries a frequency. Love, fear, abundance, scarcity. These are all vibrations. Hate, jealousy, confidence, all vibrations. Discipline. Everything is a frequency. Learn to tap into whatever frequency that you are trying to unlock or master. Meaning, if you want to tap in, if you want to be abundant, tap in with the abundance frequency. Tune to it. This shit is like a radio. How do you tune into frequencies? Your actions, your mindset, and your intention is how you tap into a frequency. So, for example, let me give y'all some sauce. They hate me. They hate me so much, right? The powers that be, they don't like me. Because when you come and listen to me, you see this shit, right? But guess what? The powers that run everything gave me this ability. So they can't do shit about it, right? The powers that be, they don't like this shit. But the one true power has appointed me with this ability to do what I do. Understand this, chat, and we're going to say this. Let's say you want to tap into abundance, right? But you live in a scarcity neighborhood. Meaning, when you walk outside, all you see is the struggle. Dope fiends, 304s. Shit fucked up for you. You don't live in the best neighborhood, right? So when you walk outside, you see the struggle. How do you tap into abundance? Simple. First, set the intention. Set the intention. I need to tap. I'm tapping into the abundance frequency day. I'm going over here to a rich neighborhood and I'm going to jog through the neighborhood, right? Now, how do we know that different places have different frequencies? Think about this. You ride through the hood, you see all types of bullshit. This is how you know you in a low frequency area. The animals scared, people doing dumb shit, motherfuckers sitting outside looking po. This is a low frequency area I'm in. Go to the abundance places. You're gonna see high frequency shit. Birds, not scared when the cars come past. The air smell different. Lawnmowers running. You know, you're gonna say, okay, this is a high frequency place. This is how you gotta know places on this map that we call life or your city hold frequency. You might be living in a low frequency area, but that's cool. How do you tap into abundance? Start going to the high frequency places with the intentions of tapping into that energy. Go park your car in a rich neighborhood and just jog through the neighborhood and look at all the nice ass houses. Feel the energy. Go meditate at a park in a rich place. Go, you know, go to where the rich shit at. Go work out with the millionaires. Trust me, millionaires go to the gym just like regular people. Go grocery shopping at the Whole Foods near the rich neighborhood. Somebody said they pew pew us. That's programming, gang. That's programming. You just feel like that. That's the narrative that you're living in. And therefore, that becomes your reality. I can go wherever I want and nobody even notices me. I can go any neighborhood, people don't even look. They'll wave. Hey, it's all about your programming. Stop believing in the program. See, reality wants you to feel like that. Society wants you to feel like because you black, you might get shot when you go outside. I promise you, bro. It's Mexicans that might get shot when they go out. It's white niggas that might get shot when they go out. But life wants you to think that, bro. That's a program. That's programming. Stop believing in all these narratives and programming, bro. I promise you, when you outside the matrix, this shit whole totally different. Don't allow that programming to make your mind like that, bro. Listen, I used to think because I had hella felonies on my record. I used to think because I was black, because I was from a certain place, that I ain't had no choice but to do certain shit. That programming caught me only living life in a certain type of way. Those invisible guidelines, when I believed what society had said about me, had me living my life a certain way. I didn't think that I could do this. I didn't think that I could go here and be here with these people. I didn't think that I could fit into these settings because I believed in the narrative that society had painted for me. And when you think like that, brother, that is all you are doing. I promise you, it's all a mind game, bro. The moment I let go of circumstance, my life went up. Frequency dictates reality. A lot you got to understand. If you want to tap into frequencies, right? If you want to tap into frequencies, chat, you have to just become the frequency. It all starts up here. If you want to be wealthy, it starts up here first. If you want to be rich, it starts up here for. If you want to be healthy, you want to get your body in shape, it starts up here first. Tap in with the frequency. Number 5, see through the layers. The matrix is multi-layered. Learn to decode the illusions, hidden codes, and agendas. Nothing is as it seems. Chosen one, you got to start being able to see what is going on around you. For example, a lot of us, when we thought that TikTok was going to shut down, a lot of us was losing our mind. All these creators on the internet crying. But see, me, I see through the layers. I was never worried because I understood that they were just doing an energy harvest, right? I seen through the layer. I knew they wasn't going. Think about this. TikTok right now is one of the biggest apps in America in the world. Do you really think the corporation of America would go without having the biggest app? I understood that that was bullshit. And once I seen how everybody was reacting, how everybody was getting on the internet crying, oh, they're gonna take this, they're gonna I knew, oh, they harvesting energy. This shit is an energy harvest. They not getting rid of this shit. They already made the deal with China. They had been made the deal with China. They been made that deal. Learn to see through the illusion, man. Learn to decode. A lot of shit that go on is only trying to harvest your energy. A lot of the shit you seeing on the news is trying to harvest your energy. Understand that. A lot of these fearmonger creators, they're just harnessing your energy. They understand that they make money when they make people scared. See through the layers. A lot of people would just see this live and see me and just say, "Oh, that's some nigga up there talking about the Matrix. He don't know what the fuck going on. He just a hood nigga." Right? But if you can see this with your third eye, you understand that this live is way much more than just some random hood nigga sitting here talking about the fucking Matrix. This shit is an upgrade. See through the layers. Use your third eye. Number 6, master the observer effect. Let's talk about this. What is the observer effect, chat? Let's tap into your power. I need you to understand how powerful you are. Shout out to all my OGs in here. Y'all already know. But let's look at the observer effect for a second, right? Master the observer effect. Now, what is the observer effect? The observer effect, this is one of the main principles of quantum mechanics or quantum physics, right? And what this principle states is how reality operates or reality reacts to you, the observer. Now, this is not a conspiracy. This is 100% facts. It has been proven hundreds of thousands of times with an experiment called the double slit experiment. The double slit experiment was first done in the early 1950s. This information has been around for a very long time. Now, the observer effect. Let's look at it. The magic of attention. Guys, I told you, your attention is the currency. This is why people get paid off your views. Now, this is you. All right, chosen one, that's you. Before observation, wave spread out over space and time. What does that mean? How do you observe in this reality? You can see, you can touch, you can hear, you can taste, right? See, smell, taste, hear, touch. You can observe that way, right? These are all ways that you observe things, right? Wave. Before observation. So before you observe, wave. What is a wave? Guys, we're not talking about the ocean. We're not talking about wavy gang. We're not talking about Max B. What is the wave? Right? A wave is matter, atoms, molecules. A wave is particles, electrons, neutrons, sophrons, photons, the particles that make up all mass and matter in this reality. Before observation, waves or matter spread out over space and time. Now, guys, let's say if we took this water bottle and it started to spread out over space and time, what would happen? What would happen if this bottle just started to spread out over space and time? That would mean it wouldn't exist no more. If this bottle just happened to start to spread out over space and time, this shit would disappear into thin air. Pew, gone. You're like, what the fuck? Where'd the bottle go? So, before you observe, matter is spread out over space and time. Meaning, if you're not observing it, the shit is not in reality. Your mind changes reality at the time of observation. Particle, localized space time event. Your observation makes waves turn into solid. You are generating or creating reality by just looking for it as you go. Reality is literally like a video game. It pops up as you go. Now, you, as a consciousness, you have the ability to program your renders by your mind. Now, you ever heard of the saying when somebody say, why you paying attention to people that don't matter? Why you paying attention to people that don't matter? Now let's talk this earth shit, man. Let's break this shit down. Let's make it make sense, right? Why you paying attention to people that don't matter? Think about this. Attention is the currency. Why are you paying attention? Why are you giving currency or energy to people that don't matter? Matter. What is matter? Everything. Everything. Matter is everything in existence. If someone doesn't matter, what does that mean? They do not have the ability to use the observer effect. Why are y'all out here paying attention to people who don't create reality like you do? Meaning NPCs and everybody that's outside of you. Why are you paying attention to people that don't matter? They don't even have the ability to program this shit. They have no observer effect. They are not observers. You are an observer. Stop paying attention to shit that don't matter. So, the observer effect, guys, you got to master this. Your awareness changes outcomes. All right, now, rule number 6, master the observer effect. Your awareness changes outcomes. The more conscious you are of your environment, timelines, and players, the more you can influence reality. Know who everybody is around you, brother. Your awareness changes outcomes. What does that mean? For example, If I was trying to take y'all out and you ain't have no awareness, guess what? You're a sitting duck. I could do it. But the moment you start be having awareness that I'm trying to take you out, now you can move in a certain type of way to make it not happen. Hence, we used to didn't have awareness that the government was bullshit. But now we do. So why we still feeding into the government game? Awareness changes outcomes. Let's stop feeding into these games. Let's stop paying attention to shit. Let's stop voting. Let's stop worrying about everything. And guess what? Outcomes will happen. Awareness changes outcomes, chat. We are very aware, and this is why the world is changing. All right. Master the observer effect. Start observing everything. Number 7, recognize NPCs, hijack, and control. We just went over that. Number 8, protect your energy. Number 8, protect your energy. Avoid energy drains, manipulative influences, low frequency distractions. This includes substances, toxic people, and social traps. Keyword, avoid. Keyword, avoid. Yo, man, some of y'all don't understand. All you got to do is avoid motherfuckers. Some of y'all be like, man, I ain't backing down from nothing. I ain't running from nothing, nigga. I'm a real nigga. I ain't avoiding nothing. Man, fuck, man, you tripping. I will avoid the shit out of niggas. I will change my phone number. I will turn my phone off. I will move if I had to. Avoid energy drains. Protect your energy, bro. When you avoid certain shit, this is how you protect your energy. If you know all them niggas standing on the block every day, why the fuck you keep walking down that way? If you tired of them keep harassing and hollering at you every motherfucking time, something ain't right. Either you like it or you just avoid the energy, avoid it. Baby, we just gotta walk around. Fuck it. Yeah, I know it's a longer walk, but guess what? We gonna feel a lot better than cutting through these niggas. Cause if we keep cutting through these niggas, we gonna have to kill these niggas. Somebody said, I disagree. Yo, listen, you can disagree, bro. But I bet your energy be drained as fuck all the time because you feel like you got shit to prove. Feeling like you got shit to prove, that's gonna leave you drained. I'ma avoid shit. Yo, bro, you making a lot of sense. I already know. I'ma avoid the shit out you. If you catch me, it's because you put in some work. It's because you wanted to see me. I'm not answering the phone. Man, listen, I protect my energy so well, I'll pull up to a place and the crowd looks stupid as shit. I'ma just, nah, baby, we gonna find somewhere else to go. We ain't fucking with this. Hell nah. Shit don't look right. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's the only table y'all got? Oh, nah, we can go somewhere else. I avoid unnecessary drama. Avoid unnecessary shit because I understand something as simple as me going somewhere with a weird crowd and then us going in there and having a bad experience, it just drained my energy. My energy to get drained, guess what? My money just got fucked up. How do I get the notice when I come back on? Click the bell. It's a bell on my profile you can turn on to get you all my notifications. If you haven't clicked that bell, click that bell so you can get those notifications. Oh, chat. And we just started doing interviews for the Chosen One Olympics, man, on Facebook, and then I post them on YouTube. Yo, y'all go watch that interview I did with this chick that's going through the Chosen One Olympics in Knoxville, Tennessee. She said people try to put her in a wood chipper. Insane. All right. But anyway, chat, back to this, right? Protect your energy. All right. Number 9, another major one. Timing is everything. This is major, chat. Portals, loops, and cosmic alignments exist. Know when to act, shift, and manifest is crucial for maximum effect. Guys, Timing is everything. Do you know so many of you in here would have already been rich as hell if you would have just stuck to the idea with the timing that it came to you? So many of you right now are have things to say that the world need to hear, but you are just procrastinating. You are not getting online for whatever reason. Maybe you feel like you don't got the right phone. Maybe you feel like, I don't know, stop procrastinating. Understand this. It is hard to get good ideas, guys. It's rare. We get a lot of ideas, but we don't get a lot of good ideas. When ideas pop up in your head and these seem like a good idea to you, go with it because there's a window. And if you don't use that idea, guess what? It's going to float to somebody else. It's going to float to somebody else. This is why a lot of y'all are looking at people do the shit that you were supposed to be doing in your city. The club promoters, you had that idea before they did. You just ain't act on it. And now they got it. And now you watching them go up on some shit that you was supposed to do. Timing is everything. Go with the flow when you get them ideas, man. Charlotte, what's up? Oh, she, what's up? Somebody said, oh my God, that hit me hard for sure. Yo, all my OGs, they come in here all the time, man. It's good to see y'all. I love y'all, man. Real shit. I know that your life is changing. If you showing up here consistent, I know that your life is starting to change and you starting to take control over your life. Cause ain't no way you gonna keep getting these downloads and you ain't out here manipulating this shit. Ain't no way you gonna keep getting these downloads and not start seeing this stuff that I talk about in every day-to-day basis. Miss Keita, what's up, baby? You gonna start seeing this stuff. Real shit. Shout out to all the OGs in here, man. All my new people, welcome in. Number 10, bro. This is the major one. Codes and frequencies are tools, guys. Numbers and energy is tools. The matrix operates in numbers, symbols, and vibration. Learn to speak the universal language. It is the key to manifesting, controlling, and thriving. Let's talk about that, bro. Made me a better person overall, a better individual. I appreciate you, my love. Y'all make me better, man. Y'all keep me out the way. I used to be into some crazy shit. All right, so let's tap in, bro. This is my viral book, guys. And this book right here will change your life. 111's in the chat if you have this book and you're winning. This book is called Decoding the Matrix. Now, what is this book about? This book teaches you how to use the codes, the frequencies to manifest. It gives you all of the codes, all the money codes, health codes, love, houses, anything. It gives it all to you. All right, it's in the book and it gives you 4 powerful ways to use and activate the codes to the coded structure. There's a lot of people in the chat that got this book already. Right? Now, this book is $50. When you purchase it, not only are you going to receive this book, but you're going to receive all of my books for that price. But before we talk about how you can get the book, let me prove to you that this works. All right, I'm going to prove to you right now on this live that this is the real sauce. So let's tap in. Anybody who is in some type of physical pain right now, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're dealing with physical pain, drop a 1 in the chat for me. Let's activate. We're going to get rid of your pain right now using the pain code, chat. We're going to get rid of your pain right now using the pain code. Yo, these niggas love saying that I look like fucking 4 extra. First of all, I don't look like 4 extra. I'm just a brown nigga with dreads and a fucking beard. You niggas is racist and weird as fuck. Secondly, stop always like comparing niggas what they look like. That shit is fruity. That shit is Fruity. Why are you worrying about how I look, gang? I don't look like no fucking four extras, bro. The fuck is wrong with you niggas? Gay ass. All right. Anyway, so yo, let's activate the pain code. All right. If you're in pain, I want you to close your eyes and focus on the pain. All right. If you're in pain right now, close your eyes, focus on the pain. Now, I'm gonna count to three. I'm gonna say one, two, three. Universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. After I say that, I'm gonna say pain code. After I say pain code, us as a collective, we are gonna say 23 31 443. We're gonna keep saying this number until the pain leaves your body. We're gonna do this for like a minute or two. It's gonna leave your body. All right. So we're gonna say, y'all ready? Let's do it. One, two, three. Universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. Pain code 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23. Let's keep saying these numbers, chat. 23 31 443. Excuse me, man. Y'all crazy as shit in the comments, man. 23 31 443. 23 31 443s, man. Come on, damn, I'm shitting. 23 31 443. Yo, if this code is taking the pain out your body, go ahead and write no pain in the chat. If this is taking you the pain out your body, go ahead and write no pain in the chat. Hey yo, dude, you niggas lives, man, suck. You ain't got nothing better to do at 10 o'clock in the fucking morning to be in a nigga live trolling. Ain't even learning shit. Ain't even applying shit to your life. Just in here trolling. Fried. You niggas is fried. All right, so I can't do nothing but laugh at some of y'all niggas, bro. Y'all niggas is fried, man. I feel sorry for your bitch. Ain't no way you got no bitch. You niggas ain't got no bitches. All right, so yo, this is my book, chat. Decoding the Matrix. Right? Decoding the Matrix. This book is going to help you tap all the way in. As you can see, a lot of y'all just took power. A lot of y'all just took the pain out your body using that code, man. This is a must-have for anybody who is trying to tap all the way in. Now, this is what the book looks like. I'm gonna show y'all so y'all can know it's official. It's how it looks. I don't know if y'all can see it on YouTube, but as you can see, it's very official, man. It's not a game. Now, you're gonna get this book for 50 bucks. Now, when you purchase this book, you're not just gonna get that one, you're gonna get all of my books for that price. You're gonna get this book. You're gonna also get this book right here. Not only are you gonna get that one, you're gonna receive this. This is called Accessing the Akashic Records 101. This book right here is gonna teach you how to tap in with the Akash. What is the Akashic Records? These are the file cabinets of the simulation where all information that has ever existed and that ever will exist. All right. So I give you my technique on how I tapped in, got the information that I know, and how you can do it. All right. Not only are you gonna get this, But also, you're gonna receive this book as well. This is called Unlocking Your Power with the Use of Nature. This book right here is gonna teach you how to unlock your chakras as well as your crystalline structure. All right, this book is gonna show you how to properly sun gaze, moon gaze, interact with the ocean as well as ground yourself. All right, somebody said all should be free. Gemma, I'm about to block you. Yeah, it's crazy as fuck, bitch. All right. So not only are you gonna get that, right? Imagine somebody saying me some shit that I worked on should be free. Some shit that I put into this world and put my energy to, some shit that's gonna change your stinking ass life should be fucking free. Man, get out of blocking y'all goofy ass mother. That's an insult to me, right? Not only are you gonna receive this book, you can't even you can't even kill yourself for free. That shit cost. You think I'm supposed to give you some shit that's gonna turn your life up for free? Are you fucking insane? Not only are you gonna receive that, you're gonna receive this book. 3 love spells that will bring them back or make them go. This is a love spell book. Guys, I ask that you use this book responsibly. Why did I put a love spell book out? First off, my grandmother, right? Full-blooded Cuban, she passed away. I found her spell book. Hella spells in that motherfucker. But I put 3 powerful love spells that I seen. All right. I'm Afro-Cuban, right? Dad side Nigerian, mom side Cuban. All right. So, boom. Why did I put this book out? A lot of chosen ones are attacked by intimate relationships. This is how you are attacked. This is how I was attacked and found myself in the chosen one Olympics from a honey trap. A lot of y'all go through this. A lot of y'all go through this shit. You need this book. 4 books for 50 that will change your life. Yeah, man, listen, you can't get this information nowhere. You need to get this book. And it's helped hundreds and thousands of people already. I put in so much work. So, chat, you're gonna get all 4 of those books for only 50 bucks. All right. Now, this is how it works. If you want to get these books right now, right, you have to get them on my live if you want to get all 4 for 50. All right. How do you get it? If you are outside of the United States, meaning if you live in the UK, Canada, Australia, Asia, Africa, anywhere like that, Russia, and you want to get this book, these are ebooks. So I'm sending them to your email right now. You can pay through PayPal or Revolut. If you are in the United States and you're $50 ready and you want to get these books right now, you can get these books by paying through Cash App, Venmo, Chime, Revolut, PayPal, Zelle, or Apple Pay. Now, how this works, must be $50 ready now. This is an email. When, when you purchase the book, you send your money, you send the screenshot. I'm going to send you the email. You're going to confirm that you received it in the live. I don't leave the live until you get your books. Now, if you're ready to get these books, drop a 1 in the chat. All right. If you drop a 1 in the chat and let's get going. If you $50 ready. I'm gonna show you how to do it. So, Lover Girl Meg, DM me your payment method. DD, DM me your payment method. Michelle Richard, DM me your payment method. R Wick, DM me your payment method. F King, DM me your payment method. Yes, this book will heal you, bro. DM me your payment method if you want to get this book. All right. Yes, it's $50 US. Yo, YouTube, if you want to get this book, DM me on Instagram at JOriginator or come to my YouTube. I need my phone so I can DM these people and get them the book. Or come to my TikTok. All right, JOriginator111 if you want to get these books.